Hey everyone, and welcome back to the fire. There's something about a crackling fire, isn't there? It just invites you to slow down, to think, to really feel. And tonight, I want to share a story, a personal journey that's been a long time coming. You know, when I was a kid, the message I got loud and clear was pretty simple. Compete. Compete in school, compete in sports, compete in everything. Winning wasn't just encouraged, it was the ultimate goal. And I took that to heart. I really did. Soon, everything became a contest. Flying kites, I turned it into a competition. Video games, I'd seek out the most competitive ones. And work, oh man, I wanted to outdo every single colleague. Sometimes I'd even bend the rules a little, just to get ahead. I wanted a nicer car than my neighbor, a bigger house, more success than my old classmates. Everything was a race. Everything was about winning. Now, on one hand, that relentless drive pushed me. It made me strive to be better, to always improve. But on the other hand, there was this quiet whisper inside me, a gut feeling that just didn't quite sit right. It felt almost contrary to my nature. And here is the thing, every time I won against someone, every time I came out on top, it felt like something was missing. Something was chipping away from me. It might sound cliche, I know, but that's truly how it felt. Like a piece of my peace or my genuine connection with others just vanished. For a long time, I couldn't put my finger on it. I knew something was off, but I just kept pushing, kept competing. Until one day, I remember it vividly. I'd worked so hard, put in so many hours, all to get my first dream car. After all the comparison with family, friends, and everyone who hadn't gotten theirs yet, I finally had it. But the feeling? It was just ordinary. After all that effort, all that chasing, it just felt flat. That's when I really started to question everything. What was wrong with me? Or maybe, what was wrong with the game I was playing? It took a lot of introspection, a lot of quiet nights like this one to realize the truth. The problem wasn't competition itself, no, not at all. The problem was who my opponent was and what the rules of the game were. And honestly, when you really think about it, a lot of these races we run against each other, especially for things like wealth or material success, they just aren't fair to begin with. We all start from widely different places in life, don't we? Some people are born into immense privilege, with resources and opportunities I could only dream of. Others, like many of us, start with very little, fighting for every single step. It feels profoundly unfair to even try to compete for wealth or status when the starting lines are miles apart. It's like trying to win a race where some runners get a head start and others are given a heavier burden. It just feels pointless. And the most shocking discovery, I didn't have to beat anyone else to become better. In fact, the most important person I needed to conquer was myself, my past self, or even just the person I was yesterday. Once that realization hit me, it was like a massive weight lifted off my shoulders. I started to step away from all those competitions where other people were positioned as my rivals. I simply stopped. I decided that the only person I wanted to compete with, the only person whose standards I truly needed to exceed, was me. And you know what? In the last few years of living this way, of focusing on my own growth, my own battles against my own limitations, I found a peace I never thought possible. There is no longer that constant pressure to outshine or diminish others. It's not just about feeling calmer, it's about making decisions from a place of genuine desire, not just to beat someone else. I started pursuing hobbies purely for joy, not to be the best. My relationships with friends and family improved because I wasn't secretly measuring myself against them anymore. Even my sleep got better. It's amazing how much mental space opens up when you're not constantly fighting an external battle. I compare my life to others far less often, and honestly, that alone has been a game changer for my stress levels. It's allowed me to breathe, to truly live. So if you're out there feeling tired, feeling drained by a world that seems to demand constant competition, maybe it's time for a shift in perspective. Maybe it's time to stop trying to beat everyone else and instead start challenging yourself. Challenge your procrastination, challenge your bad habits, challenge your fear of learning something new and beneficial. Challenge that part of you that holds you back from being the best version of yourself for yourself. Because when you win those battles, the ones against your own limitations, those are the truest, most fulfilling victories you'll ever experience. And trust me, the peace that comes with it, it's absolutely priceless. It's the only game I want to win. Think about it around your own fire tonight. What's one thing you can challenge yourself on this week? And what part of yourself do you want to conquer first? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you for being here with me. Stay well and see you by the fire again soon.